Welcome everybody to the session. We are looking at high performance for career and business growth. High performance for career and the business growth. For you to be able to experience a certain level of growth in your career and business, your level of performance, the quality of your daily performance, weekly performance, monthly performance plays a key role for that growth. If there is one thing about career success that you all must understand, is that growth does not happen overnight. And you don't just wake up and you stumble on growth. No, there is performance. There is a level of performance. And if I am talking about high performance, it also means there is low performance. It also means there is inadequate performance. It also means there is mediocre performance, average performance. It also means there is a kind of performance that cannot produce career and business growth. So if you really desire career growth and business growth, you need to pay attention to how you perform as a professional and as an entrepreneur. Because the size of your growth or the magnitude of your growth is highly influenced by the quality of your daily performance. That is why people who undulate, people who are not consistent in how they perform on a daily basis have issues producing a certain level of results in their career and business. For example, let us take marketing in business. If you don't consistently perform well in your marketing, it will immediately affect your sales and then your profit. So if you market on Monday and then the whole week you don't do marketing, your sales will be affected. So if you are not consistently performing well in your marketing, your business growth will be affected. It is the same like career. If you are not performing on your job consistently and being valuable on the team or in the company, it can affect the level of promotion that you will get. Or it can affect the quality of your value that can prompt you to get a better job in a better company, because during the interview, you will not communicate incredible value that can make somebody to hire you. And this is why, personally, I pay a lot of attention to my daily performance, because I know that the success and the growth I desire a few months from now, a few years from now, whatever time from now, will greatly be affected by my performance. It's like studying. Let me bring studies here. Personally, I've always shared with you guys my experience where, since 2011 or so, I have been on a journey of studying to become the best in my field, right? And in 2011, between 2011 and 2016, I used to go to bed at 11 p.m. and I wake up at 2 a.m. And before I go to bed at 11 p.m., I am studying from about 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then I wake up at 2 a.m. I study till about 5 a.m. Now, that is daily performance. I cannot expect to be a pro in my field if I do that once a month. I am not going to produce the results that can advance my career. So I'm trying to paint the picture of performance here so that you understand that the results that you're looking for, the growth that you're looking for, directly relates to how you perform as a professional or an entrepreneur. So the question for you is, what is the quality of your performance? Are you proud of the quality of your daily performance as a professional? You get a point? It's very critical. You know, I wrote an article. Um, and I shared. And in that article, I was talking about sowing a seed, which is indirectly performance. I said you cannot succeed in business without sowing a seed. Same as you cannot succeed in your career without sowing a seed. That seed is performance. Your business success is as a result of the seeds you have been sowing. It's as a result of the performance that you have been bringing to the table on a daily basis. So performance could be in business. We're looking at the seed of proper marketing, proper market research, the seed of relevant skills and knowledge, the seed of strategy and goals, the seed of financial resources, the seed of human resources, the seed of long-term thinking, the seed of consistent daily hard work and smart work and leverage, the seed of relevant relationships, the seed of dedication and courage, the seed of self-discipline and time management. And all of these are things that you have to do on a daily basis that makes up your performance, which will then produce the results and the growth you are looking for. So I want you to understand that institutions and executives intentionally look for team members who they can always count on to deliver. And who can deliver results to a company. Who is an entrepreneur that can deliver results to their business? The one who is a high performer. The one who is on a high performance on a daily basis. Can you count on yourself to deliver results? Can you count on the quality of your performance to deliver results? So how do you work hard, achieve outstanding results, and experience career growth at the same time? That's a question you need to ask yourself. This is a very important question that every entrepreneur and every professional, they need to ask themselves this particular question. How can I work hard and achieve outstanding results and at the same time experience career and business growth at the same time? So for you to do this, you need to watch your performance. Whether you're an intern, you're a volunteer, you're a full-time employee, or you are an entrepreneur. So I am about to show you 7 steps, 7 things that you can do from today to be a high performer, how to become a high performer. But you need to understand, if you don't change your habits and behavioral patterns, your performance will not change, because these two are the foundation of high performance. Your daily habits and how you behave towards your career and towards your business. If you are ready to learn the 7 steps to high performance, comment, I am ready. Who want to learn the 7 steps? So as I begin to share these 7 steps, I want you to begin to do a self-analysis. Where do I have gaps? Where have I been failing? Where do I need to upgrade? Because you need to make serious changes after this session. You need to adopt some things and begin to implement, and you need to drop some things so you can achieve a productive result in your career and in your business. So let us look at the 7 steps that you need to practice when it concerns high performance, or the things that you need to do to become a high performer who can produce results in career and in business. Number 1, high performers value relevant competence. Some people are not able to perform well in their industry or in a particular sector because they don't have the relevant competence. I don't know if you are still getting me.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. So I use the word relevant competence intentionally because I have seen people who know things, but they are not productive. And that is why it is important that you need to ask your skill you in a place where you can be. So we're looking at point number 1, value relevant competence. High performers know that seeking relevant competence position them. That keyword, position. You cannot experience career growth and business growth without positioning. And one of the major fundamentals of positioning in any industry is having the relevant competence. It positions you to be competitive because you gain the set of skills and exposure to do business and solve problems in different areas of the institution or your business. That is why for you to experience growth, you have to make sure that you are always gaining relevant competence. It plays a very big role in your growth. Invest in that. Where is your industry going? What competence do you need to be a leader in your industry tomorrow? Where is your industry right now? What competence do you need to gain to be a leader in your industry? Look for it, look for the school, look for the trainer, look for the certification, and get it. It's very important for you to win. Number 2, there's what I call positive mental framework. Positive mental framework. If you want to become a high performer, the kind of mental framework that you have about how you face life, about how you face your career and your business is very critical. You cannot expect to be a high performer with a negative framework. A high performer comes at problem solving from a positive place. There is a problem, yes. How can we solve this problem? What is the good news in this problem? What is the opportunity in this problem? How can we leverage on this problem and learn something new and advance our business? That is how a high performer thinks, because they have a positive mental framework. Instead of giving reasons why something can't be done, positive high performers ask this very important question: how can I make it work? Employees and entrepreneurs with the wrong mental framework, when something goes wrong, they blame, they complain, and they cry. And they say, oh, it's too difficult. My life is finished. My own is gone. But a high performer, because he or she has a positive mental framework, they begin to ask the right questions and they begin to seek the right answers. How can I make it work? How can I advance this situation? What is the good news in the midst of this challenge? What can I learn from this and make a better decision tomorrow? Can I discover a new market from this problem? Can I advance the cause of the business in this problem? Can I be able to solve this problem as a professional and advance the institution forward? That is how a high performer looks at problems, looks at chaos and difficulties in their career and business, because they have a positive mental framework. If you complain a lot at the slightest thing that you see, you murmur and you complain, you give up easily, you just feel as if yours is gone, you are done, you don't have a positive mental framework. You need to start developing it. You need to start practicing how to have a positive mental framework. When something goes wrong, start practicing how you can fix it. Start asking yourself, how can I make it work, instead of complaining? You need this to be a high performer. Without this, you will always complain and run away from problems. And when you run away from a problem, how do you perform when you run away from the slightest challenge? You run away from the slightest difficulty. You never perform like that. Look at every high performer that you admire. One thing they are good at is they face problems head on and they solve it. They get it done with it and they move ahead. That is how performance, that is what performance should be producing. A high performer does not run away from a problem. They face the problem head on and they fix it. They make it work. They discover the opportunities, the possibilities, the lessons, whatever they can get from it that can advance their mission and the institution. That is what they do. So I need you, after this session, to start practicing positive mental framework. Number 3, high performers are team players when required. A high performer is a team player when required. I intentionally put when required there. What does that mean? It means that if you don't have somebody to help you, you still get things done. A high performer performs well with a team. And when help is not there, they still get things done. Like most entrepreneurs who are still starting, at the beginning, you are on your own. You are the marketer, you are the secretary, you are the cleaner, you are the CEO, you are the accountant, you are everything. And you need to be all of these things for that startup to go places. Stop complaining, oh, I don't have people to work with and all of that. Get it going. Do your best and get it going. When you start making the money that you can pay staff, start recruiting and make sure you're a good team player. Collaboration and consensus are important, but sometimes a high performer just needs to make the call and advance the objective of the business or the career. When help is there for a high performer, They leverage on the help, collaborate, and produce results. When the help is not there, when the team partner is not there, they still get things going. They don't sit and they complain, oh, there is nobody to help me. So they are very balanced. When the team is there, they perform. When the team is not there, they assume the responsibility, take their life head on, take the position, take the career, take the business, and begin to advance it forward. They don't sit and they cry and complain, nobody's there to help me. And you know, one thing about life is you easily get help when you are in the process of doing things. When you sit in the house and complain and do stuff, nobody's coming to help you. But when you start going, when you start an initiative, when you start anything, people start coming to learn a support, to support you to advance the work that you do. So be a team player. And when there's nobody to be a team player with you, get the work going. Number 4, high performers are always willing to go the extra mile. High performers are always willing to go the extra mile. Average people don't go the extra mile. Average people do the bare minimum. The bare minimum. That's it. They don't go the extra mile. But if you want to be a high performer who will experience results in career and business, you need to learn how to go the extra mile. That is where productive people produce results. You cannot expect to be outstanding when you are doing the same thing like everybody else. An average person will not read a book a month, but a high-performing professional should be reading at least 3 books a month. That's the extra mile. You go a step further. You're in a business, people are doing business and closing at 4 p.m., 3 p.m. You go the extra mile and you close at 6 p.m. because you want to keep marketing, you want to keep approaching customers, you want to keep making sure that you are pushing the business to produce results. People are sleeping and waking up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. You are there going the extra mile and waking up at 3:30 a.m., 4 a.m. to study, to build yourself, to attend coaching sessions, to do what you can do so you can become better. You will not experience exceptional growth in your comfort zone. Never. You will only experience comfortable results in your comfort zone. And comfortable results only give you basic financial returns, only give you basic impact. Are you willing to go the extra mile? Then you have the mentality and the attitude of high performance. So that career growth that you're looking for, that business growth you're looking for, you need to start identifying what are those areas that I have been settling for less, and I need to start going the extra mile so I can stand out. You understand? This is very important in success. Very important. Because if you don't go the extra mile, you will not be different. As a leader, as a professional leader, as an entrepreneur, You cannot make a difference in a society, in your institution, that you are not different. You can only make a difference when you are different. You are different in how you think. You are different in your work ethic. You are different in your attitude. You are different in the hard work that you put in. You are different in every important activity that you do that plays an important role in your career and in your business. So you need to wake up and go the extra mile. Who is ready to go the extra mile after today's session? Leave me a comment. Who is ready to go the extra mile after this session? Number five, focus on strength. Remember, we're talking about high performance in relation to career growth and business growth. Focus on strength. High performers who experience career growth and business growth focus a lot on their strength. High performers are able to pinpoint each team member's specific abilities and figure out the most strategic way to use each person's skills. You need to be able to have the capacity and the ability to figure out your strength and those of your team members, because your performance greatly depends on your strength. So what are the strengths? What are your top 5 strengths as a professional, as an entrepreneur? How can you enhance this strength to produce better results? How can you put these strengths to work for better results? So there is no way you can be a high performer when you keep looking down on yourself and focusing on your weaknesses. It's not going to work. Nobody is perfect. I have weaknesses. You have weaknesses. But as human beings who are growth-oriented, we don't just call it weaknesses. We call it the areas where we are improving. I always tell my people, don't call it weaknesses. This is where you need to improve and become better. But I want to tell you this. You will never perform at an exceptional level if you keep on looking down on yourself and keep on beating yourself because you capitalize on your weaknesses. You need to move aside and begin to focus on your strength, begin to enhance your strength, and begin to put those strengths to use in the way that those strengths can advance your career and your businesses. I have seen people who can become very good at something and produce results, but they will allow maybe low self-esteem. They will allow something to steal their ability of putting their strength to work in order to produce the right results. What are your top 5 strengths as a professional, as an entrepreneur? How can you intentionally increase how you use these strengths to advance your career and your businesses? Write down your top 5 strengths on the chat box. Let me see. Write down your top 5 strengths on the chat box. It sounds so basic, but there are many people that will never be able to write up to 3. And this is something that you need to sit down, observe yourself, analyze yourself, and bring out those strengths that you have. Are you a very positive person? Are you a very, like, no matter the challenge, you always remain very positive? That's a strength. Are you a quick learner? Are you that kind of person that they show you something, you can learn immediately, or in a few days you are good to go? That is a strength. Are you very good at creating and maintaining good professional relationships? That is a strength. Are you very good at communicating in a fluent manner? That is a strength. Are you very good at being consistent? Like if you say you do something every day for the next 100 days, you do it without skipping a day. That is a strength. There are many of these strengths. But the point is, many people don't know how to capitalize on these and advance the course of their life and their businesses. It could be technical strength. Now, nobody's writing. Write their top 5 strengths on the chat box. I want to see. Because an average serious professional, an average serious entrepreneur should know their top 5 strengths and how these strengths can advance their careers and their businesses. I know mine, and I use them very well to advance my career and business. There is no way you can perform effectively and produce results when you don't know the things that you do effortlessly well, but you can pick it and advance your career with it, or advance your business. People are silent. Right, type. See, nobody is able to write up to 5 strengths. And you will now claim that you know yourself. You see what I mean? You don't know yourself very well. And this one major challenge that people don't get to succeed in life because they don't know their greatest asset, which is themselves. Some people can even write 1. Okay, somebody is able to write 5. Good. Okay. 5. 2 people are able to write 5. That's good. 3. Communication, critical thinking, sales, motivation, and leadership. Good. Integrity, fast decision making, high lobbying capacity, persistent innovation. Good. You can learn that studying, building relationships, positive mindset. You can educate others. You can do marketing. Now, for those who have written, let me give you an assignment. And this is something I did that changed my career. Now, go pick a piece of paper, draw a circle in the middle, and write your business name, or if you're a career person, write your name in the middle of that piece of paper. And then begin to write by the corner how you can use this strength, how you can use these strength to advance your career. Let's say, for example, let me take the last person. Okay, Charles says that he has, let's say, creative relationship. So, creating relationships. So he now need to ask himself, how can I use this, my strength of being able to create relationships to advance my business? He will now start saying, oh, we'll now start saying, I need to have a contact in the governor's office. I need to have a contact in the court. I need to have a contact in a bank. He now started writing, okay, I am going to go to the bank and see how to create a relationship with the bank manager. So you don't just make your mouth, use it. Use it. You get the point? So all of go and do that. You say you're a quick learner. Okay, that is good. What are those skills that you need to learn that you don't know? How can you use your quick learning abilities, your quick learning strength, and learn those skills in the next 5 days, in the next 10 days, in the next 2 months, the next 3 months? Because this strength should be able to contribute to your growth and to your success. They should be able to contribute to your growth and to your success. So go and do that. Number 6, high performers. As a high performer, you need to know how to hold yourself accountable. There is no way you can be a high performer when you are very good at blaming people. Things go wrong in your life, you blame people. Blaming others for your mistakes waste both time and money. High performers step up, take the responsibility, process what happened, solicit ideas for improvement, and move ahead. You hold yourself accountable for your actions. You hold yourself accountable to act accordingly. You hold yourself accountable to achieve the goals that you set in the morning or at the beginning of the week. You hold yourself accountable to leave the bad habits that are destroying your career and your business and start developing the right habit. You hold yourself accountable to start improving on those areas where you are weak so you can develop more strength to advance your business. Are you accountable? Do you hold yourself accountable? Some people to as basic as when you set your alarm clock to wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you cannot hold yourself accountable to wake up at that particular time. Self-accountability is critical for high performance. Without self-accountability, your career will suffer. Without self-accountability, your business will suffer. I always teach entrepreneurs this, and I will say, if you are an entrepreneur and you still have this attitude of waiting for somebody to tell you what to do, for somebody to wake you up and do certain things, you are not serious to make that business work. One of the most important elements in every successful entrepreneur is self-accountability. You hold yourself to the highest standards to make sure that you discipline yourself and do what you have to do to achieve your goals. People who practice self-accountability are not driven by motivation. No, they are driven by self-discipline. With motivation, you do things when you feel like doing it. With self-discipline, you get things done whether you feel like doing it or not. Are you highly self-accountable? Do you hold yourself accountable for your actions? Do you hold yourself accountable for your habits, for your attitude? Do you hold yourself accountable for the goals that you set? That's why I always say that one of the biggest gifts in life for any human being is to have somebody who can call you and ask you, or who can send you a text message. Did you set goals? Did you achieve these goals? Some people are performing at a very low level and average level because they cannot hold themselves accountable, and they don't have accountability partners that can hold them accountable to produce results. Without accountability, forget. High performance. And of course, without high performance, forget career growth and the business growth. Who needs to repent from poor self-accountability? Who needs to repent from poor self-accountability? Yes. Because without that, you cannot call yourself a high performer. Without self-accountability, you cannot call yourself a high performer. Those who are in my mentorship program can tell you the power of accountability. Since they know that somebody will always push them. Did you set weekly goals? At the end of the week, did you achieve them? You need to report. One of them said they have achieved in 6 months what they have not been able to achieve in 3 years of their lives. Accountability is very powerful. It is the bedrock of high performance. So guys, we need to wake up. As you are following this session, you need to make a very firm decision. Number 7, high performers take initiative. Do you want to advance your career and business and experience growth? Then you need to take initiative. You need to take initiative. You probably know your job description inside out, but being a high performer means going above and beyond what you're supposed to do. As simple as that. You take initiative to produce results. You don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do when you know what to do. You are an entrepreneur. You don't need somebody telling you to be doing marketing. You don't need somebody to tell you to do customer service. You need to take the initiative to do the things you know you have to do to advance your career and your business. So you need to create. High performers are creators. They take initiative and they create. Then they don't just sit and they lazy around that there's no work to be done. They don't just sit and lazy around that, no, I have not been given a task to do. No, you are not a high performer. High performers create tasks and they get it done. They take responsibility and they take the initiative to produce the results. They don't wait for people to tell them what to do. So if you have been waiting, for somebody to tell you, oh, achieve goals, oh, work hard, oh, work hard on yourself, work hard on your business, all this funny stuff, you keep waiting for external motivation. Hear this, external motivation is useless without internal motivation. External motivation is useless without the willingness to take initiative internally. You got to wake up, people. We've got to wake up. Have to wake up. We have to wake up. Take initiative. You know what you're supposed to be doing, but you have allowed procrastination to enter the journey of aborting your destiny. Some people, procrastination is doing push-ups around your destiny. You keep on procrastinating, you will abort your dreams for you. You will not know when 5 years have passed. You have not achieved anything that makes sense. Take initiative and begin to advance your life. Take initiative and begin to achieve goals. Take the initiative and begin to do the things that you have to do to achieve results, so you can see the growth you are looking for in your career and in your business. So these are the 7 steps, 7 fundamental steps that you need to experience high performance that can lead to career growth and business growth. If you don't change your habits, you don't change your behavioral patterns to suit these 7 steps, you will always struggle to experience growth. You will only end up being busy without being productive. There are many busy people who are not productive. So you need to look at which of these 7 steps do I need to make part and parcel of my daily lifestyle as a professional and as an entrepreneur. Because you need these to be a high performer that can directly affect career growth and business growth. Thank you for following the session. If there are some questions or comments, you can raise them now.